Everybody, this is Mark from Tri Duty on the Trail, and I'm back in northern Michigan in Manistee National Forest doing a section of North Country Trail that I've never done before. So we're on some back road here near Bitely, Michigan, between Bitely and Baldwin, if you know where that is, probably about a half an hour north of Newaygo, White Cloudish area. And we're gonna hike south maybe 5 miles or so and head towards what's called Highbank Lake. There's a state forest campground there, I believe, and we're gonna see what there is and see if there's some good spots along the way, and just have a good time and enjoy all this. This is also my first go with the hammock, so I got an underquilt. Not sure I'll actually need it, but we're gonna give this war bonnet its first proper try and see how embarrassing that it goes. Let's get going. So maybe a half a mile in or so, we're passing this cool little pond or boggy, marshy area. Kind of a nice little spot. And haven't already seen that stream. Water doesn't seem like it'd be much trouble out here. I know there are several lakes south of here a ways, so this is cool. This is a new section I've never been on, and wildlife has been out. I've already seen a few deer. They're just really active right now. And it's just so green. I'm really excited to be back on the North Country Trail. And like I said, in a spot I've never been. And if I'd had more time to prepare, there's lots of other really good sections over here from what I can tell, with all the lakes and cool streams, and it's awesome. It is awesome over here. Yeah, it's really amazing. It is just a sea of green here. Ferns are out everywhere, and it is just, yeah, green everywhere. Freshly permethrined, and lots of bug spray on, but the bugs are out. So are the cobwebs too, because I keep eating them. So I keep coming into these really cool sections of pines, probably the third section or so, and it's just super tall trees and just that nice smell of pine, and it is so cool. So cool. So this could be a spot. Looks like someone has definitely stayed there. There's remnants of a old campfire, and wouldn't be good for a tent, but I've got a hammock, so that would definitely work. So I'm gonna mark that on my map here, and then see if once we get down to Highbank Lake, Highbanks Lake, something like that, see what that looks like, and then we can always come back this way and see if we don't find something better before we get here. Let's find out. Yeah, so I cannot get over how green and lush everything is out here. Definitely a lot of water, marshy areas that really brought the life back into this forest. This is awesome. It is warm out. It is warm out. It's supposed to get up in the 80s. So we're drinking water, being smart, not covering a ton of ground. So important thing is we figure out how to use this hammock. So a nice long section of some marsh there, but sure was nice to have that boardwalk taking us through. So thank you, NCT volunteers. Very cool. Just signed my name to the registry there. Grabbed a map while we were at it, since I didn't bring a paper map this time, relying solely on some waypoints I put on X backcountry, which, speaking of, we should be coming into a stream we're gonna cross here. I think there's a bridge to cross it, and then one of the campsites I have marked should be shortly thereafter. So look forward to checking this out. But it's been a great hike so far. So that is a nice little water source right there. And there's supposed to be a potential camp spot not too far from here. So we'll have a look and see if that's one we want to maybe come back to later. The goal is still to get to Highlands Lake. Check out that campground. There's a small campground there, and see how that looks, and then we'll make a decision from there. So we still got all day long. It's only like 1:30 in the afternoon. Got all day to just enjoy. I love it. It's awesome. Well, about 10 seconds after I just said there should be a campsite around here, I just rolled into it, and this is a nice one. Wow, it's massive. It's huge. Even got a couple of logs, spot for a fire. In fact, multiple campsites here. Wow. Yeah, so it looks like there's even another spot over here with another area where folks have had fires and that as well. So it's pretty close to the road, so I suspect, given some of the 2 tracks coming in here, folks just drive in and camp or boondock for the night, what have you. So we'll see. We'll keep this one in mind. It's not far from the water if I need it, but I only got about 1.5 miles or so to Highlands Lake, and we'll see how she looks down there. So we are just now hitting the 5-mile mark on the way in here. So in the next quarter mile or so, we ought to be seeing Highbank Lake. The brain fog is kind of strong in this heat and humidity, so I don't remember what I've been calling this lake, but it's called Highbank. So it could have been Highland, Highlands, Highbanks. I have no idea what I've called it, but Highbank Lake is what it's called, and that's where we're going. Looking forward to checking it out. So through the trees there, that I believe to be our first look at Highbank Lake. So if everything goes according to plan, we'll be on the other side of that lake here pretty soon, checking out some hopefully pretty cool campsites. So as quickly as I said that, I really didn't think that was Highbank Lake because I thought it was a lot bigger. That is Highbank Lake. So we're gonna follow these white blazes for, what did it say, 0.44 miles to the campground over here. And then we make a decision whether we stay there tonight or backtrack a ways closer to where we started. But the lake is appetizing. So it looks like the trail is going to spit us out on the road here. We'll go have a look at the campground, see what we got. According to the board there, it's actually $30 for a reservation here tonight. So a little on the steep side if you ask me, but we're gonna go have a look and see if there's a site that has a capability for a hammock. We might just take it. I'm about 6 miles in total, so I don't really want to hike anymore if I don't have to. I'll probably need all the daylight I've got left to get this silly hammock up and working the way it's supposed to. We'll find out, but we're gonna hopefully enjoy some time on the water. So I think I've decided this is where home is gonna be tonight. Hopefully there'll be some firewood I can find to start a fire here, but the view over the lake here, hard to beat. So 6 miles we'll have to trek out tomorrow, but it's worth it. There we go. So all in all, that wasn't too terrible. I truthfully did not actually put it up at home. I pulled everything out and mocked it up as if I was, and I thought I knew what I was doing, but I kind of didn't. But definitely learned a few things. So forgot my trekking poles, which I would like to have them to kind of put that in porch mode, and the wind blowing off the lake here, so kind of into the tarp, which my options are pretty limited as to where I can put this, but I think it'll be just fine. We'll try and hook up our underquote. I haven't done that yet, so we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna grab some water, but I'm gonna put some of this Celsius mix in here and really do it up good. Get some electrolytes back in me, and dragon fruit. We'll see how that is. Once the sun comes back out, I think I'm gonna might hop in the water there and see how it is. So I'm gonna do an experiment with camp shoes. These are from, there's the sun. These are from the last international flight I was on. They're Delta slippers. So we'll see if these work for camp shoes or if they're gonna be a total bust, but they're light as a feather and yeah, they're pretty crappy. Let's see what happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss a bear line up here. I'm not worried about bears, or I'm not really worried about anything, but figure critters just in case. So I'm gonna throw one up here and hopefully on the first try or two get this all set up. I'm on my way up here to pay my 30 bucks. Seems a little steep if you ask me, but anyway, we're gonna be legal and these places are awesome, so here we go. Going on 6 o'clock, so it's about time we start making some dinner. So we're gonna have some biscuits and gravy with some pork sausage for dinner. So let's go ahead and start cooking that up. Well, I would say this is as good of a place as any to have dinner. Biscuits and gravy. Not too bad. All right, well, I say it's time to start a fire. It's about 6:30. The sun is still very, very bright and very hot. There we go. Oh, yeah. So we're gonna make some mango magic black tea. We'll throw some honey in because it makes everything better. Let's give this a whirl. Mix that up. Don't get much better than this. So this has been a very quiet and relaxing afternoon and evening. Weather's just unbelievable. The sun's still up. It's after 7 o'clock, and I think at 9 o'clock or so will be sunset. So we have a while, but just letting the fire kind of do its thing. Don't really need the fire, but it's really nice to have it. So just gonna enjoy the rest of the evening and wind down, and we'll try out this hammock and see what kind of sleep we get. My daughter got me this, and I guess it's a stick of honey. So I'm gonna try this. I guess you just cut it open and squeeze it into the mug. So we're gonna give it a shot. Let's find out how it works. There we go. Tastes like honey. Pretty good. Fire's roaring. It's been a good night. All right, moment of truth. We're gonna get in and try this thing out. Well, this is very comfortable. We'll see how the sleep goes, but it's very, very promising. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning, day number 2. I can see why hammock camping is so enjoyable. All cuddled up in here, I did not want to get out. It's awesome. It always amazes me that I can get all this stuff into a little backpack. Crazy. All right, so we're basically all packed up. I'm gonna finish my coffee here, and then we'll take the trash and drop it on the way out. We got about 6 miles to go, so a couple hours, and we should be back to the car. Beautiful morning. Hammock camping. I like it. So we're gonna say goodbye to the Highbank Lake campground, head to the North Country Trail, following these white blazes. And we'll be there in, a few more minutes. And we'll shoot back north from where we came. Beautiful, beautiful morning. And just like that, we are back on the North Country Trail, coming past this little pond that I thought was Highbank Lake yesterday. Live and learn, I guess. It's awesome. So a couple miles out of camp now, and should be coming into the pretty good sized campsite area that we passed yesterday. Looks like there's some people actually there, so let's have a look. Well, I guess I'm glad I didn't stay there, but I think I made the right choice anyway. I think the on the lake spot was definitely better and worth the extra mileage today. Very, very happy with the choice. And actually look forward to coming back and headed south of here a ways. There's a handful of other lakes down there with some campgrounds, and I'm sure some good dispersed camping sites. So maybe that's what we'll look to do next. What a cool section of trail this is. I really dig it. Very cool. Just passing the registry here, and just checked, and no one has signed it since I did yesterday, but that's not to say nobody came through. So I did see one other backpacker headed north yesterday when I was headed south, but that was the only other person on the trail I saw. So that gives you an idea that it's just not a well-traveled section. Makes it even more attractive if you ask me. Very pretty scenery this morning as the sun's coming up. It's definitely starting to warm up as well. A beautiful, beautiful day. This is just a real nice, easy walk through these pines. Such a beautiful place. Beautiful weather. I'm telling you, you just can't beat a day like this. This is amazing. So as we get close to wrapping this one up, it's been a good trip. Nice to test out a couple pieces of gear. First one was the clothesline that I used after I went swimming. I've been waiting to use that one for a while because it's such a cool design. So really, it's like a complete custom design. That a buddy of mine made it and gave it to me. It's super, super cool and very, very helpful in being able to hang up stuff however you want. So thank you, Joe, for such a cool customized clothesline. Super cool. And the other one is, of course, the hammock. And I will say, I think with some adjustments and tweaks and learning and experience and all that, I could see not wanting to sleep on the ground anymore. Be interested to see what the weight impact is, if there is any, but it's very, very comfortable. So I look forward to more hammock camping on these backpacking adventures in the future. So thanks, Bruce, for that. That's awesome. So after we cross this section here with all the power lines, we are very, very close. Well, as I'm coming in here to my car, this has been a good trip, and I have no regrets. Perfect trip to try out the hammock on, to get a feel for if that's gonna work. This is perfect. Such a great, great trip. Look forward to the next one, of course. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment and all that stuff. We'll see you on the next one.